I got told I need to write something about the MCs. So this one's for John Clark. Just to explain the background of this poem, we had a meeting of the poets team about 3 weeks ago, because obviously magic like this doesn't just happen. And when we got there, Mike and John had just finished like a team captain's meeting to work out the structure of the evening, if you can imagine that happened. Anyway, so John went, and 5 minutes into the poets' meeting, he came back and explained that he'd forgotten his pie. So we looked under the table where we were sitting, and sure enough, his pie that he'd been eating had fallen out of his bag and fallen on the floor, and he was like, "Great, I'm having that." So this is a poem about what probably happened next. It's called "John Dropped His Pie on the Floor and Then Ate It." John dropped his pie on the floor and then ate it. The 3-second rule did not apply. It was a full 5 minutes that he was outside. Then he swanned back in and said, "I forgot my pie." John dropped his pie on the floor and then ate it. It was upside down on the floor of a pub, and because of the way the pie was facing, the dirt wasn't foiled by the tin foil casing, and now John's brain is operated by a tapeworm. John dropped his pie on the floor and then ate it. The pie had no lid, the filling touched the floor. I guess John had eaten the lid as a starter, then ate the rest later, even though his dropped tart was now topped with dog hairs and old men's skin particles. John dropped his pie on the floor and then ate it. John ate the pie and who knows what else. This pie-on-floor pioneer took the initiative, embarked on a voyage of gastronomical mystery, presumably contracted astronomical dysentery. John dropped his pie on the floor and then ate it. John dropped his pie on the floor and then ate it. He followed through with his brave idea. Tick food poisoning off his bucket list area. Battled on, didn't die, though he did diarrhea. John dropped his pie on the floor and then ate it. If you need a guide, John, to culinary hygiene, I've got a 3.1 for you right here. Pie joke. If you want tighty whities and not drowny brownies, the ground rule is this: don't eat pies off the ground. If it's cold, then reheat it. If it's open, rebag it. You can stop the MCing, but don't ditch the wrapping. Yeah!